Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Noob at Work, Escape from Tarkov, episode number 6. Let's have a look. Well, we made it to level 10 last night in episode number 5. That of course means we have access to the flea market. And that already sort of doubled our money. Just because of some air filter we had sitting there that we could sell for about $500,000. More or less. Although we paid 60 or 70,000 market fee on it. I have just been checking the stations in the hideout. So if I adjusted my notes a bit here, wrote down the things that we need for the hideout stations level 2. Most of them we have running now, at least the one that we can run on level 1. So we'll have a look quickly in there. Security we already have on level 2. We have the vents, the lavatory, the workbench, elimination, generators. We have heating, rest space and med station. Nutrition, we crafted overnight 2 of these food things here, which we will collect. There we go. So also that we have running. And the water collector stored constructed overnight, which means we can install it now. There we go. Just have to check what we need here. 2 tool sets, 6 hoses, 2 motors and 1 kick tape. That will be fine, I think. We have still 2 kick tapes sitting, but we also need to a couple to make 60 round mags, I think, or magazine cases, something like that. We also need to place some tool sets, so we probably need a few more tool sets. Not necessarily need to find the tool set or buy them, but we can just get some small 1 slot items and trade them with mechanic, and then he will give a tool set for us. Some blue tape, a wrench, a plier, a screwdriver and measuring tape. Those 5 items you can barter trade with the tool set. Now, we do have flea market, so in theory I could just buy all of these things and upgrade the stations. I like to run around a bit and see what we can find. Whatever we don't find, maybe at the end of the night or so, then you can see to buy something. I find the flea market, it's a bit double. It makes the game, once you reach level 10, it makes it in a way 50% easier because you can just get all the stuff from the flea market. But yeah, I'm the kind of guy who likes to find things myself instead of just buying it from a market. It also, I can understand it for some gunsmith things or so, which are certain weapon parts which you need to find. Obviously makes it harder to find that exactly that part because there are 1001 parts out there when it comes to weapons. But when you have these bolts and screw nuts and relays and things like that, if you do a bit of looting, you will run into it from time to time. So getting those things from the market, I find a bit, yeah, cheesing in a way. It's easy, and it's as long as you have the money, I understand all that. But I'm not that kind of guy. A couple of wipes ago, when I first started playing this game, I only played it very briefly. That first time when I bought the game, which was about a year ago, I think. Because I immediately realized I needed to dig into this game a little bit more to get a bit acquainted with all of this stuff before you can actually properly play it. That's my opinion on it. You can just start it up and start playing, and then you have no idea what's going on. Not that I know everything, but I at least know a a bit here and there, so I can avoid having to check every single day on the wiki. From time to time we do. That's sort of what I've done, sort of backed out of the game and did some research first before I started playing again, which I did on the 12.9 wipe. So we have some notes, and now I totally forget. What was it again? Because these I need to fill in. 2 tool sets, 6 hoses, 1 motor. Gotcha. We need to edit the water collector. There we go. I have some sort of Google Doc for all this stuff, but the problem is these things change very often. These required items. Sometimes they take something out, sometimes they replace it, sometimes they don't, sometimes they add something to it, to some of these things which you need to find. Motor, 1 cake tape, 2 tool sets, and 6 hoses I think it was. There we go. Then we sort of have all the stations I think for level 2. If we ever run into something and can't remember if we need it or not, then you can quickly check your notes. You can bring up this page while you're in game as well. So that will be it menu wise. Let's start with a Scav Run. That will already tell you how the day goes, except for one more thing. Don't know what it is. There's some message here. Let's see. Oh, that is the skier, because we reached level 10 yesterday. Also means we have quests from skier now, so we also unlocked a quest for him. But we have a scav available, so we'll start with it. That usually tells you how a day goes. If you spawn in somewhere 2-3 raids in a row, 30 seconds in, and you get shot from all kind of places, then gives you an indicator how the day will go today. Let's see. This guy has a respirator. We don't need them. We already have 4 sitting ready to rumble for whenever we need them. I think it's one of the early Rackman quests, which is level 15 we need to be before we even get quests from Rackman, so we have them sitting there in advance. Those are kind of things, yeah, you need to dig in a bit, do a little bit of research, so that you more or less know what to keep and what to sell. Because I find it stupid, personally, to sell all this stuff and then having to buy it later on the market again. Probably for more than you sold it. If you do a bit of digging and sort of maybe make some document for yourself. That's what I did, some sort of Google Doc. Or take a screenshot from, there is some overview page, screenshot wise. If you take a screenshot from that, you can always go back to that. Well, at least we got some max. Other than that, we got some single. Why is that single shot? Okay, apparently it is. Some single shot weapon. Let's see, 30 minutes. They dropped us. Customs is 45 minutes, so we have 15 minutes left, which means they dropped us in a match which is already running for 30 minutes. Which of course also means we don't have to check big red over there. that will be looted. And we are playing as a scav, which also means that the quest item that we need there, that we tried to pick up yesterday 2 times. We did pick it up, but we didn't make it out with it. This can go 2 ways. We're gonna run into some other player scavs. Or this might actually be a very quiet raid. Some people just storm into dorm, do the saves, try to kill the boss if the boss is there, for instance. That's their only goal. If they have him, they loot whatever is possible, they take the car out, and they are out already by now. With 15 minutes to go on a 45-minute map. Especially as a scav, it makes it easier to run around. But you might run into some other scav players, obviously. Is that a paracord? Yes, it is. Okay, I guess we'll take the Jaeger. They gave us the wonderful P bullets again. The skill's still alive, this guy here. But I'm not so sure that guy is a scav though. Because he was strafing left and right, like a player does.
Что тут кто? Нет кого, чё?
No fuel. There's a city town here. What is this? Where's the guy with the blue helmet?
Гага изи. А вот тут кореш мой бывал точно.
I really have a feeling that guy with the blue helmet, I really have a feeling he's a player. There's something funny about it. There were too many scavs around. So I decided not to shoot them because we have a 10 magazine. If they were all scavs, we have to shoot 5 there with 10 bullets. But that guy with his blue helmet, well, I don't think he's actually the one that shot us, because I think we got shot from behind. But there were a bit too many scavs. Let's see. We get the idea. We have suspicious people around today, which means we need to shoot everything that we see. Let's have a look. We'll put some BT in there. Okay. take this thing off. Oh my god. What's going on here? Rear side. Take that bullshit off. The rest is fine, I think. There we go. Put this one on here. Let's see, 30 mag. Backpack, okay. Some meds we need, some bandages. That's actually the only thing we need. One of those in there. Okay, the helmet. Okay, I guess we get one of these. I thought they sold Comtax on level 1, but apparently not. So we have to do with these loud ones. And we need some armor. Masks we need a bunch. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we going? No, we placed the water and the food yesterday in bunker 16 in woods. So we could potentially go to 14, place the other 2 items. That will finish that quest. We also need to kill some more scavs there. This is sort of a double mission. We need to pick up the thing in the office in customs and then go to factory to place it. We need to find in-raid gas analyzers. That might be something that follows us because we are in episode 2. I have not seen one single one and we need 3. Because she wants us to find one here, you turn it in and then you get part 2 of, what's it called? Sanitary standards. Part number 2, and then she wants 2. So in total you need 3. Hidden water in the dorm. We need to find room 206 key, which we do not have. Potentially could buy that in the flea market. Find the hidden valuable cargo. We need the unknown key, which we have. And we need to kill 5 scavs on woods while not wearing body armor. You can either not wear body armor, or you can wear some body armor and drop it off before you shoot a scav, and then pick it up again. That is possibilities. Okay, I think we're gonna go customs, but then I also need to take the customs key in case we have a chance of picking it up. Customs office and the unknown key. The unknown key is for the skier quest. The first one we got yesterday. This one. The Extortionist. Find the messenger body. That's where we just got killed there in the Scav Run. Behind the garages is a bush. In that bush is always a body. He always has the unknown key. If the key is not there, that means that some other player picked it up, but normally it is there. There's not much in that little building where you need to pick it up, except for the thing that you need to pick up when you're on this quest, so it's not something that you need afterwards. 10:45 is fine. We will insure some stuff today. As long as it stays 15,000 or less, we can do it. Yesterday we didn't insure anything because, first of all, it was quiet in some of the raids, and next to that, we had not one single slot open to put helmets or armors or whatever. And I'm not a huge fan of the insurance. It's all very nice if you get killed by a scav, then you get your stuff back, but most people just insure to then do insurance fraud, drop their gear somewhere in a bush, and then pick up something from a scav that they shot or whatever. And then we'll get your stuff back the day after. Well, depends who you insure with, obviously. We'll see. Now, the first run was playing as a scav, random gear, not ours, we didn't lose anything. Now we play with our gear. If we get shot now, yeah, we lose whatever it is that we have on us, obviously. That's how it goes. But yeah, we survived 10 levels already. And we haven't been in the dorms one single time. And that is pretty much how you survive customs. Stay away from dorms. Probably increases your survival rate already by 20% or whatever. Unless you, of course, want to get into battle and into PvP, which not advisable as a new player, because you're going to run into some people with level 5 and 6 gear, armor and helmets and rigs and whatnot. The best guns, the best bullets. So whatever armor you are holding or whatever, it's like, yeah, papier mâché. They just shoot through it. So as a new player, you do not want to fight those chats, because you will not stand one single chance. You even have to be careful with the scavs, because they have some aiming gods, some of them. Well, we need one item on one side of the map, we need another item totally on the other side of the map, so we'll see where we spawn and see if we can pick it up or not. If we can pick both up, that would be nice. Okay, should have never picked that. Pisspot site. Well, we know there's at least one guy spawning on our left. We actually had the closest spawn to the dorms. If we sprint to the dorms, we will be the first there, but a bit pointless. I have no keys at all with me for the dorms. If you don't have keys, there's not much you can do there. Most important value is in the saves and such. The problem, of course, is that guy that spawned on our left. I have no idea what he's doing. He could come this way, then we're gonna run into him. But he could also sprint over the hill immediately to the gas station. Yesterday it took a while, but eventually we ran into him though. Whoever it was. Luckily for us, he was not paying attention. No, it's those are all that goes for old spawns. They are potential spawns, obviously. Doesn't necessarily mean that people always spawn in there, but most of the time they do. So what we're gonna do is try to get the unknown key item, I guess. He spawns here somewhere, I think. So he looks to be gone. So we're either inside the blue fence or he went to a checkpoint over here. Always have to check the... I think we found our answer where he went. It seems the sniper scavs have not been fixed yet. Sniper scav is on that checkpoint building usually. Or on one of those rooftops. Or on the towers over there, but... Playing a lot of customs, I haven't seen them in a couple of days, so I'm pretty sure they're bugged. I haven't seen them either dead or alive. But we're gonna have to go there then. Gonna check our options here. Crossroads Trailer Park. Potentially a smuggler's boat or UAV if it's open. Always need to know before you pick up quest items where you need to go. At the moment not till there because they're still heavily fighting each other there. So I think I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna check for some items here. We need a couple of those. I'm not gonna pick up the Zippo lighters anymore. You can craft fuel with it, but I've noticed yesterday when the flea market was available that the price of fuel totally collapsed. That can only mean one thing. They have stopped the fuel shortage. The price is not going to collapse with 400,000 rubles. From 600 to 200,000 because that's sort of what happened. That's not gonna happen if there is a fuel shortage. Slugs, I don't need that bullshit. The scav, I think. What I'm basically doing now is I'm checking the places here where people ran away from on their spawn. This is the total east side. Totally not where we need to be. We need to be all the way west. for our extractions. But that gives us some option to loot all this stuff, which we need anyway. I don't know if we need many of those, but as you can hear, they are still around. And these are not people who are extracting already. Check the train for the 220 key, maybe. Might check that. Might pick that up. I believe the chocolate is. People need it. For questing, not so much, but for crafts. People are crafting stuff with it at this moment. So they probably need to do some craft over craft, which makes it suddenly high value. Because they needed to keep their Bitcoin farm going or whatever. Some sort of process that they're doing. They're making water to for the water collector, and then to get the solar power, and it's sort of a bit of a loop system. And I believe the chocolate is worth quite a lot at the moment. Door is open. That does not start open. So that does not start open.
Вали, хуй!
This is one hell of a pitspot site.
Ну чё, пацанчики, ну-ка, блядь, все сюда ко мне!
Вон он, вон он!
Finally got through his helmet. Where's the other one? I hit him before though.
Разумел.
Gonna come out or not, mates? still in the building. But I think it's next door to him. First. Quiet. No scavs here, dead or alive? Could surprise me. Unless they're already dead and somewhere in a bush here or there. Somebody was here. ZB13 is not green, so I'm assuming that means the power is not on. Not that it matters much because we don't have the factory key, haven't found it yet. There's definitely something doing the ground stash round. Because both stashes over here were looted. Or maybe it doesn't show green because we don't have the key. That might also be possible. Don't see max ac. Does not seem to be the case that the boss is there, so. Going by the fire, I think he was on gas station. Do we need anything here? Not immediately. Don't immediately need medication. Pretty much the only thing you can find in this place. Yeah, there are a couple of jackets, but not that many. The rest we don't need to check because all doors are open. Which means the place has been looted. There are a couple of intel spawns, but there's no way they are still there if 306. 306, this can go. That's not a bad key, I think. It's a shoreline key, but I think 306, 301. But yeah, you have west wing and east wing. I don't know which is a good one. I hate taking jumps on the game. By the time you jump on it, he's gone. Unbelievable.
Щеми берцов!
two here and the gate is not open either. Masks we need. I also need to listen because there's probably a third one that shows up. Ultra shift. That's basically what it stands for. US. It was just a scav, but okay, what do we do? Do we extract or do we try to get up the other item? See, we are here. Probably gonna regret this afterwards, but notice the door is open. Yeah, don't immediately hear anything. we're gonna risk it. They obviously know we are coming, so we don't have to worry about running on metal. Or looting anything here. I just need that thing up here. There we go. I'll check the intel, which apparently they didn't know. Most valuable item in here probably. But people didn't know that it spawns here apparently.
Have one!
Come on, what is this? Some of these noobs. Need that intel in here. Oh, key. 214. That is the only key that we are missing. Herring. Always have to check them. Not for the mask, but sometimes they have a lapse key or something in their pockets. One thing I need to do now. Try to get the hell out of here as fast as possible. Because that was some heavy gear dude that showed up there. Don't go into fights that you can't win. Especially if you're having 2 quest items with you. That was always a fight we were gonna lose. Especially seeing we noticed him, but he also noticed us. Get out if you can in that situation. And that's not being coward, that's actually being a wise guy, especially if you have 2 quest items. If you die there, you have to go back and get it again. Okay, let's have a look. These are the things that we need those later. Custom ski. There we go. What is? Didn't I pick up 214? There it is. Now we have all the custom skis that we need basically. Gas station has a safe. Customs office where we just were has a safe. 104, 110, 114, 204 and 214 in dorms also have a safe. So we need a key tool or a dock case or something where we can put that stuff in, otherwise it will fill up everything. And we also need to start thinking about crafting something, more specifically the scav junk box, because this is becoming a problem here. Well, this not, that can just fit in there. But I'm trying to figure out where are, oh they are here, the xenons. Okay, we're gonna fit that with that. I think you need to hand them over at the same time. But now, fuel conditioners over here, coffee, yeah, who knows. We have coffee somewhere to chunk us. We eventually need 15 or so of those, found in raid that is. We have some wires, we have some screw nuts, we have some bulbs. No idea where our coffee is, somewhere. Pack of screws. Plugs, lamps. Hoses. Ripstop. I think we use all the 2-slot items in our rigs that we have available. Now here's coffee. So we need 1 more coffee and 3 sodiums with a cleaner. We need that for, I think, nutrition station 3. Needs to be found in raid, so that's why you keep these things. Where the hell is our... I'm pretty sure we have some ripstop sitting somewhere. Put it here for now. The unknown key we never need anymore. Let's see what's in here. M80. Not super, but probably better than what we have. Not really, actually. Wait a minute. That's for 556, right? 762, 51. We have M61, that's definitely better. And what is this thing? That's 556. Yeah, we'll take it here for now. Till we find some more M61 or M62. Star. We could potentially use that. I think I use the hoses for upgrades. Ripstop. The Intel. Let's see what that's worth. Holy moly. 300,000 rubles on the market. But I think we need one for upgrading the intelligence center, which we do not even have. So I guess we're gonna keep that one. Weapon parts. Also here or there in the back probably. And also full. We keep those things because you need all these things for like gunsmith parts and so, and I don't know what we can use, but I know from the last time when I started playing that some of these things are very expensive and you cannot get your hands on it because your traders are not high enough, so you can't get it cheap, so you have to go to the flea market. That's what people taking advantage of it then. We need hunter matches for sure for one of the upgrades upcoming. What is this here? I need to move it. They're all muzzle brakes of some sort. Masks we also need to start collecting. We need 7 of those. Nice. What did I do with my money again? $30 meg. Oh, and I dropped the other mag by the looks of it. I didn't think of that. Where's that thing? MRS? No. No, thank you, mate. Well, we have something else. That one doesn't go on. That's the best part. We'll pick this one here. For now. I did not like that one. Why doesn't that go on there? Makes no sense. If one goes on, the other one should also go on. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's not an option for this one. Okay. What is this? PPO 101. Compatible. Okay, never mind. Just sell that. Let's see. Is that worth picking up? Meh. $5,000 fee, so yeah, about 35,000 for one slot item. That's definitely worth it. And people want it, as you can see, because it's sold within 5 seconds. Okay, let's have a look. Prapor, skiers. That's where we need to be. Prapor, my man. Which one was it? Delivery from the past. So we have done this. Now we need to take this thing to factory and place it, which is already some stuff on itself. Because although we have the item and we brought it out, does not necessarily mean this quest is finished. Because if you die in a factory with it before you have placed it, although I think it only takes 10 seconds, but yep, if you don't get in that building in time to place it before you get shot, which is very likely in factory, you have to do this whole thing over again. And the other one was with skier. We can turn that one in, I think. Yep. The Extortionist. Turn it in and complete. Let's see what he wants now. He actually gives us 2 quests. What's on the flash drive? We need to hand over 2 flash drives to Skier for this quest. That's why you pick up these items. I have already 3 sitting here, as you can see. We turn them in and we complete the quest as soon as we get them. If you don't do your research and you don't have these items sitting in your inventory, you obviously have to go search them. Computers, most of the time you find them. So that is. So now we also gives us a stirrup. We have to eliminate 3 players with a pistol. This is something we might have a look at over time, because although yeah, actually it's not even such a good one to do immediately, because it gives you a minus 0.05 trader mark with therapist and minus 0.12 with Prapor if you do this quest. And you're trying to upgrade your traders, you want that trader mark, which is that little number over there, you want that to go up and not down to level them up. So this is one, I think I'm gonna wait with this one. And he also gave us a golden swag. Let's have a look. We need to find the gilded Zippo lighter, and we need to leave the lighter in the bunkhouse in the trailer parking. He does give us the trailer park cabin key, I think. The only problem with that thing is that golden Zippo is in dorms. So we're gonna have to go pick that up there, run with the thing to the other side of the map, and then drop it in that trailer park. So we'll check our messages. Ragman, Prapor. Oh yeah, that was not finished yet, so we only received the rewards from the quest that we turned in, which is a bunch by the looks of it. And he also gives us this key, which we first have to examine. But now I'm thinking, yeah, as you can see, we already had a cabin key here, but they are not the same key. This one is the portable cabin key, and this one says the trailer park cabin key. Those are like two containers on the trailer park site, but they are not the same. This one you need for the quest, the other much. I don't know what is in the other one. I think 2 jackets or something in the other one. So if you do go in, make sure you have a the right one with you. I'm not so sure what this is all is. The SKS might be the quest rewards. The dollars are quest rewards. I don't even know what the rest is. AKM. 30,000 rubles. That's also a quest reward, I guess. Might be. Might be that it was from that. Don't really need that actually. Okay, I squeeze it all in here somewhere. More magazines. Do we need them? What did he give here? An AKM. Maybe. One of the gunsmith's course is an AKM, I think, but SKS 20 max, do they go in there? Nope. Why not? It's for the normal one, I guess. Or because we don't have room, that's also possible. Nope. Totally does not fit in there. What does it say? Slot is not empty. Oh, okay. Thought I just picked it out though. It does fit in there, but it makes it double though. So yeah, we could potentially use that. We're not gonna put it in because it makes it a double slot in your inventory. We already do not have much room. So we'll just put them next to it in case we want to use it. Maybe we go wood next. That might be an option. If I can find our keys. What is the west wing? The pink keys are the west wing and the blue ones are east wing of Health Resort in Shoreline. So this one can go. We need one of those. We also need a bottle of water. We probably better need to take another gun if we still have one. Something. Oh, okay. Some magazines sitting here, which I don't really need. We sell those. We sell this as well. Let's have a look. I think we can upgrade Skier to level 2 actually. Yeah. We reached level 10, so we can in theory upgrade him. Trader Mark, you only need 0. That's pretty simple because you can't level him up with quest because he doesn't have any quest. And I don't think we have Friends of the West. You need to go to Skier and check his tasks. You need Friends of the West. Part 1 I think it is, or part 2, which you need to finish with Skier, which I think comes from this line. I don't think it's related to Stirrup. And if you've done that, then you can get quests from Peacekeepers. So I think you need to do, I don't know, 6 or 7 quests with Skier before you can get quests from Peacekeepers. Before you can start leveling him up. But that's fine, because we spent about $4,000 with him. You need $11,000. We can check some computers and sell hard disks and SSDs and all that kind of stuff. Sell it to Peacekeeper. He gives $200-300 for it, so then you can upgrade him pretty quickly. You can potentially buy some stuff on the market, which you can more or less pick up for the price that he buys it. That is also a possibility. The only thing you have with him, he only deals in dollars, so if you buy something for rubles, you're not going to get your rubles back, you're going to get dollars back. Which not necessarily is an issue. You can always use them later on. I'd only need 1 lunchbox. We'll keep the other one to actually eat something when we need it. Can take the VPO. I don't know if we have something from bullets. Yeah, we have some FMG. Could take that. On condition if we can find somebody. I'm hoping Jaeger sells some magazines for it. Are these the ones? Yeah, okay. Good enough. Okay. No, what is this thing here? Something we picked up. Don't need that. Other than that, we're actually good to go. I don't think I have the ZB14 key. It would be a potential option if we spawn in the north of the map. We could actually extract on that thing. Let's see. If that thing is not too expensive, I might actually buy it. $10,000 rubles. There we go. Where did you put it? Over here. There we go. That's pretty much the only key that you need for woods. ZB014, which is an extraction in a bunker. But you need the key to open the door. I think you also need your Tota key for to open one of the trucks. I don't know if you still need that, but first gonna sell some more stuff here to him here, and the unknown key to therapist because we don't need that anymore. We finished that quest. Good enough. Okay. Which it is. It's a piss pot time again. Yeah. It might get dark. You need to place one of those food packages and one bottle of water in bunker ZB16 and also in bunker ZB14. We did 16 the other day, but we didn't make it to 14 that time, or we had an extraction on the other side or something. You don't need to do it in one raid. You need to place it on one side, you need to place it on the other side, basically, and then you also need to extract and survive. Also, that doesn't need to be in the same rate. That would be helpful, but you don't need to. You can always go back the next raid and just loot a bit and run out and extract. Then it also completes the quest. As long as you have placed the items in the bunkers. So obviously this is a lot dependent on where you spawn. Which is always a bit tricky on woods. Well, not so much this time. Okay. Not the best spawns though. Oh yeah, we have it again. Why they make a passage there if you can't run through it? You to take these little pods here where you can get shot from all kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure there are some people there. And we don't have the best scope. We had a good one, the IP69, but We got shot with it. Did it bring anything else? That was also not the best idea. I should have brought a pistol or something. This gun is not that bad, but long distance, or medium distance I should say. Not even long distance, but definitely not a close combat. And you know you're gonna have some scavs on those bunkers. Oh, I actually don't need to be there. It's the last place we wanna be. Just trying to get a bit away from those guys which definitely spawned on my right somewhere behind me in the villages. But the boss can spawn there on the lumber mill there. And one of the newest quests wants you to kill him 25 times or whatever, so that's what people are doing on this map at the moment. So that's another hotspot where you sorta, as a new player, want to stay away for now. Till the moment where you actually have to kill him for the quests or something. Trying to stick around on the trees might looks a little bit pixelated on the stream, but because the thing here is we're probably gonna run into some scavs and players coming from the other side. Because I find it a bit too quiet. So there's nobody shooting the boss either, because we're pretty close, we would hear it. So I'm thinking we're dealing with other questers at the moment on the map. Let's see, 44 minutes, so we're about 5 minutes in. There are definitely people spawning on outskirts, I think even 4 or 5. Bit spread out, obviously. So, why haven't we seen anything yet? Makes me wonder. The scavs might spawn in a bit later. Okay. guy behind me. I'm guessing he's shooting the boss. But where are all these guys in front of me? I want to see them from a distance. I don't want to run into them. Because that's not gonna work very well with this gun. Might be able to get them, but... Was that a scav? I kinda doubt it. Where did it go? Problem number one at the moment, I totally do not see them. I saw one guy running, but he went behind the rocks and now I don't know where he is. That's never a good idea. And I need to be behind those rocks, over there, somewhere. So we're gonna have to flank around a bit. Not too far, because there are some mines there somewhere. Because the player is probably up that rock somewhere, but I don't see him. Or he's doing exactly the same as me and he ran to the bunker, that's also possible. Don't think it was a scav, he ran too fast for a scav. Have any movement? Possible that there was a scav, but that guy killed him. I guess we have to find out. Where did our mate go? Can't get up here. Door of the car is open. Inside that car is a violet spawn, violet Lepsky car. So maybe you try to check that and run through to the lumber mill. Is my guess. If not, I think that's just a scav. Back inside again. Oh yeah, it's possible though. These scavs do strange things sometimes. Could be a player scav, although I think it's too early for that. Out again. Just leave him be for now. See how this goes. It is dark in here. Somebody looted it already though. Because the door is open. That's what you need that key for, so. Not to do disgrace, but if you want to extract here. That's one done. Which seems to be pretty dark on stream, but it's kind of okay here though on my screen. I haven't checked what my extractions are. actually one of them. It's the only thing I needed to do here, so. And on the exit was a motor which we need to upgrade one of the hideout stations. We didn't shoot anything, we didn't loot anything except for that motor. But we finished the quest and extracted, so good enough. And we placed the items, obviously. Let's see, why do we need a motor for? Oh wow. And I also forgot to transfer this, so we were also actually running around with that document thing. That's the Prapor quest thing that we picked up in the customs raid before. You actually want to click on it and click on transfer so that you don't take it out in your next raid. Let's see. What is the... we needed a few motors. Generator 2 needs 1 motor, 15 wires and 5 relays. We need a few more wires and I think we all need all the relays. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. Lovely. That weapon can go back for now. Okay, I think it was with Jaeger, this one, right? Complete. What do we get? A metal fuel tank. We go up 0.04. It gives us 2 relays. That is very convenient. We need them. 20,000 rubles and 6,000 XP. And of course it gives us a new quest. Normally. Oh, there it is. Shady business, that will unlock at level 20. And this one, he wants us to spend 5 minutes in a state of complete dehydration, which means we need some mayonnaise or some condensed milk, probably something dry which dehydrates us. That's the fastest way to do that, I guess. Finish the quest, always make sure you're collecting your rewards. That being said, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put that one there. Oh, this is also found in raid. Okay, never mind. Relays, where are they? Nowhere to be seen. Okay. Put them here. I thought I had it at least one. Probably here or there in a... What's he doing with this money every time? But yeah, it totally collapsed. Yeah, look at that. The price of that fuel was last week or 2 weeks ago. It was 600,000, and the other one, the smaller tank, was 400,000 or something. But now I think they stopped the fuel shortage, so people find fuel on the map again. Price collapsed totally. But yeah, that's like if you quickly need rubles, it's still 200,000, right? And we have a bunch of them sitting here. And 2 of them are found in raid, so you can't place them on the flea market. If you have room for it at this. Okay, let's see. We could try to place this thing, I guess. Yeah, okay. Change of plans. Do we still have a pistol somewhere? Yeah, stupid TT. Where's my Glock? We got killed with it, I guess. I am definitely not going in with any of this stuff. Not into factory. Completely useless. Okay. Oh, I need masks. Weren't we collecting masks? Oh, this is not found in raid. Never mind. Yeah, we'll buy a Glock from Mr. Mechanic here. Gunsmith, give me the guns. 1 Glock, 2 magazines. Where did you put that other magazine, mate? You know, buy 2? Pretty sure I did. Oh, well, I guess not. Okay. Off we go. Nope. Not a good idea. Because we just put the item in off raid, we need to put it back in the raid to take it with us. This is one of those. can only hope on one spawn, I think. But it's one of those things you want to get it placed, because otherwise you have to go back to customs, pick it up again in the customs office, try to get out with it there, and then go back into factory. This could be like a repeating circle. From the early quest, it's probably one of the hardest to do, because you can already have bad luck with picking it up to begin with in the customs office. Can be a bit of a hotspot there as well. And factory, no matter what you go in there, it is a hotspot. It's one hangar and there are 4 or 5 people there and a bunch of scavs. So we have to hope on a good spawn. We expect to die here, no matter what. But I think they reduced it from 30 to 10 seconds to place the thing. So if we can make it to that thing, just place it 10 seconds, then we're good. If not, we're gonna have to do that whole procedure again. There's no other choice. If we spawn on the wrong side of the factory, we're probably dead before we even get there. It is what it is. It's an annoying one. As I said, it's an annoying one. Welcome to factory. That's that, and that is why you don't take anything in factory, because I think we get in there for like what, 5 meters? Something like that. But yeah, usually get fucked up, so you take at least something from healing with you, but that's about the only thing that I take with me there. Okay, ZB14 we don't need anymore for now. Let's see. Yeah, we could take customs in case, because now that whole procedure starts again. Now I'm thinking. Yeah, I might actually have to check that. Trailer park cabin, and what is this? Portable trailer we need, okay. Yeah, we need to pick up that golden Zippo thing. I think it's room 203, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's okay, because I need to check that therapist quest as well. What is it called? Aquarius? I'm pretty sure that's 206. If that's 206. What's this one called again? Golden swag. Okay, I'll check it quickly. Let's see. Golden swag. Cabin key. 303. It's 303. Okay, and Aquarius is pretty much sure that it's 206. Yep. Okay. Oh my god, key. Oh, me, yeah. 206 and 303, right? Okay. We'll take those with us. And we'll see what we can do. Let's first do a Scav Run. No, doesn't matter. At the moment we're a bit in the business of placing items, so doesn't matter what map we go. If you need some stuff for a quest or that you can pick up with your Scav runs, then you might have to go some specific map from time to time. But now we are picking up cases and documents and things like that. You cannot place them as a Scav or pick them up as a Scav, so it doesn't matter that much. But if you need to find some items in Raid, that you can do with your Scav runs as well. Like the thing that he's wearing, that Smashka, I think you need that for a Rackman quest, but I already have one sitting in my inventory. That mask. You need to place a few on, I think on the woods map, on the lake somewhere. Oh, I need to click ready, by the way. An Adar. Seems to have a Triton vest. What is that? Some sort of backpack, I think. This thing is annoying as hell though. That sight is not even that bad, but this thing here is completely blocking your view. You need to take that off and put on a low profile gas block if you want to see where you're shooting. But yeah, it is what it is. It's a Scav Run. You have to deal with what you get. And you need to replace it, so it's not like you can take it off, because then the gun is not functional anymore. But you can get it from the low profile. I think you can get from Skier or Peacekeeper, one of the two. Four, five, six. Yeah, see, you sort of have like double view thing. Not a fan of it. Holy moly. M856. Not even M855, what you normally get. What's this? Nice. Totally useless. Okay, what's the situation? Passage between the rocks, sniper's roadblock, and we are 30 minutes into the match already. We'll just loot a bit, I guess. We'll need alkali. We'll pick it up. This one. As far as I know, it's only crafting or trading that you need that. No. Rick? It's nice of them to give us a bigger rig. It's a normal scav for once.
Опачки! Опачки!
I got both of them. Because those were not scavs. Scav players maybe, but look at that. Or that kind to bring all the loot for me. Rips up. Duct tape I don't need, I think. Take the alkali. Put that in there. Throw that away. Let's see what this guy has. What the hell is that? Oh. Relays. Hard disk, don't really need that. I finally got a bigger backpack. What's this guy doing? Collecting keys or what? Look at that. Okay, I don't need the batteries. 114 I don't really need. RAM, nice. 108. Don't think we need that, but okay, we'll take that. That can go there, 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 there. We'll take the horse. Do we get that in there? No. No, we can't take the motor, I think. No, we do need some bullets though. I'm gonna drop the riders. I definitely need relays. I don't need that 108. Take the CPU pen. I don't need that, we'll take that, it's probably more worse. Don't need the squash actually for anything. If it wasn't for the motor, but I need the motors, I need 3 or something. Good to go. Let's have a look. I'm assuming they looted this whole building, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm actually just gonna try to get the hell out of here with this. Got quite some stuff that we need. And we have a blackout arm, but I have no CMS.
Кепка!
Is he shooting at me? Yeah, there were player scavs, but... So he's shooting at me because I shot at them, probably. We're two player scavs. Okay. We need to get that all in somewhere. That can go in there. How big is this thing? Oh, that's actually fine. 3 by 3 or something? Okay. We still have a weapon somewhere. My goodness. Okay. That doesn't do much. Oopsie daisy. Okay, I'm gonna have to fit it in here somewhere. Okay. That thing flies out immediately. That takes way too much place. Okie dokie. You, my friend, take way too many places. I don't care if it's a good gun or not. It's pretty good, I know that, but if you muddle it around, it's a pretty good gun. Okay, we got 2 motors suddenly. Because those guys were friendly enough. Vent is ready for upgrade. RB MP21. No idea. Yeah, it's a reserve key, but I don't know if it's any good or not. Don't think so. RBST is good, RBAM, RBVO, but what is this? Splints. Relays, masks. We have stuff sitting all over the place again because I had some other masks. Plex, circuit boards. Let's first upgrade these vents. Let's see, car battery, motor. Okay, let's go. That thing is upgrading, takes 3 hours. And we have some room in here now. Where do we have the other things sitting? I'm pretty sure we had some more propane. There we go. Okay, put the motor here. That's closed. Yeah, whips. The RAM I'll put in here for now. Oh, we had another horse, right? Okay. Always a bit of puzzle. At least till you have a lucky scav box, but that's gonna take a while. We still need to make some magazine cases first. The alkali I'm gonna sell. I'm pretty sure you don't need. We already have 3 sitting there. I think you only need 1 or 2. Relays. Okay, now we have some room here again. I'm gonna put these relays and these masks here. CPU advance, circuit boards, RAM we'll put here for now. Screw nuts in here. Uh, 114 key we can sell because we already have it. Tubes we also need at one point or another. Plex we have sitting here, don't know how much we need from that. Keys, I think that's our first reserve key. Helix over here. These Zebos can go because the fuel dropped in price, so we don't need to make it. Now we have some more screw nuts here. It's kind of strange, this thing, you know. Could not find any screw nuts. Now you find them like left, right, back, and center. So it was just the RPG messing around with me. Okay, this one is empty. What? You see, that's what happens if you shoot 2 players. Have more stuff. We have some hoses sitting here. My goodness, rips up there. Sugar, I don't need it. We're gonna sell it. Probably brings a lot of money. People need it for their boost, whatever it's called, boost collector. Where are the rest of our hoses? Who knows? Somewhere. Here we have the cords. Everything is full. Every freaking rig that we have is full. Here's another ripstop. Put the hose in here for now. The intelligence with the computer stuff and so makes more sense. And this thing we're gonna sell as well, probably. 16, yeah. I'm also not gonna mess around with that shit. What does he give for it? 37,000. 21. Let's go. It might be worth much more on the flea market. I don't care. We need to start leveling up these traders here. The rig itself, same story. Yeah, it's not even that good, storage wise. Just sell it so that we have a bit of room to work with. Okay, let's see what's this. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Grenades. Dog tags. Okay, these ones we sell. Yeah. Need to find some room for that. Might sell some of that stuff. Let's have a look. You have an order here. Hope he has this case. I'm just gonna sell that stuff. Let's first check what it has on there. Okay, we'll check that in a second first. We might need some of it. Kinda doubt it though. What is that? Doesn't do much. Where's the stock? AJ58. Don't think we need that for anything. And the stock is not even separate, it's part of the gun, I think. Carbine. Yeah, whatever. I'll just sell it. $200 I get for it. Nice. We need to get our dollars up. We'll put the 8 hour here for now. And get some room going here. Bandage over there. Split. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Cabin, customs. 206, 303. Nice. Are we level 11 yet, by the way? Now that I think of it. This we sell on the market. Not even worth it. Yeah, maybe. Double the price what she gives for it, so. Let's have a look, sugar. Look at that. Oh, funny stuff. $84,000 for a package of sugar, which, yeah, you need to pay 11,000 fee on it though. But whatever. It sells because people need it for their moonshine or whatever. Those are things that do sell because it's pointless to keep them. Let's see. We're gonna do this like this. Can I get 20 of those, please? No, I need 10. Why does he always do that? Ten of those. 10 of those. Ten of those. And 10 of those. There we go. Money, money. And we have surpassed the million again. Yeah, if you find sugar, 1 slot items for 80,000, well, 70,000. You put it on the market for 80,000, then you actually receive 80,000 from Rackman, but from the moment that you put it on the market, you immediately pay the fee. So if you sometimes think, where's my money gone? That is the fee. They as soon as you put it on the market, you already pay the fee. They just they don't ask you on anything. They just take it from your money. And that's why when you get the message from Rackman when it's sold, you just get the money that for the amount that you typed in there. So if you type in 80,000, you get 80,000, but you already paid the fee as soon as you place it on the market. People sometimes get confused about that. They're like, somebody stole 100,000 from me. Yeah, that's because they put like some item on the market for a couple of million, which was not even worth it, and they have to pay 100,000 fee for it. Like now, that sugar is way too high price. You put it on the market for 11,000, for 80,000, and you need to pay 11,000 fee. That means that the price is way too high. If you right click on an item and you filter by it, you can add the offers. Which one was it? This one. And if you click on the plus and you put it on for let's see, 28,000, you're selling it. So yeah, you can see it here. Minimum is 28,000. The average is 34,000. Maximum is 59,000. So if you put this thing on here for let's say 65,000 or even more, let's do a bit more, let's do 80,000, then you get like 7,000 fee because it's way too high price. It's over maximum price. So sometimes it's better to put it a bit lower in price. And then yeah, if you want to do that, you click on place offer, which I didn't do. I just show this as an example. Also something people don't always take in consideration. I put it on the market and I got more money from it than from my traders. But then if you subtract the fee market that you need to pay, then if you do the math, you waste a lot of money by putting items on the market. And you waste a lot of time because you can just sell it to the dealers. You put it up for 80,000, if you need to pay 11,000 fee, yeah, then you only get 69,000 from it. And your trader might give 72,000 for it. So then you get more from the traders. But people look at the numbers and they always forget about the fee. That they need to pay the tax. But yeah, sometimes that's why I just play on my own pace now, and if I have time, I put things on the market. If not, I just sell to the dealers. I don't worry too much about it. What I am thinking though is that we should have some quests from mechanic, because we are level 11. Which means we can accept Gunsmith part number 2. Okay, let's have a look on this again. So he wants a B11 handguard, 60 round extending mag, ergonomics 56, recoil sum 600, 3.5 kilograms or less. And we get 60,000 from it. Okay, and 6,000 XP. Let's have a look. 56 ergo, 600 recoil, B11 handguard, compact. But of course, we have things foreseen. It has a foldable stock, which makes it 4 cells, so that's fine. He wanted 56 ergonomics, we have 64 at the moment. Sighting range 500, he wanted 100 or more. Recoil 600 less. We have 602 at the moment. But we need to replace this thing with the B11 handguard. Oh yeah, let me do the B11. Okay, let's have a look. Now the recoil went down to 596. It still weighs less than 3.5 kilograms. This thing is actually good as it is. That being said, we don't have a 60 mag on it. And seeing I can't craft. I don't have the workbench on level 2. Or the lavatory, whatever it is. So I can't craft the 60 max. 6L31 I think it is. Yeah, I guess we have to buy one. And now the question is, how does that thing kill our ergonomics and our recoil and all that? That's piece spot. Definitely killed our ergonomics because it's not high enough anymore now. So, what can we do to change that? That definitely helped our recoil. 542 we have. That's good enough. But the ergonomics is not good enough. That's a bit best spot. So more than likely we have to change this. Or do we have to change the whole whatchamadoodle? 45, 50, not even good enough. 52, 52. Okay, what is killing it so much? 52. Need 56, right? Yeah, it doesn't even matter. $46. Don't tell me we have to rebuild this whole thing, probably. There's nothing that's gonna help with it. Suppressor, we don't even need this, eh? Does not need to be suppressed as far as I know. No, this does not do anything. Or do we need to put a suppressor on it? That brings down the recall, but not the ergonomics. Nothing brings it up. Don't tell me we have to change the stock or something, probably. $53, where can we get 3 points from? That's 55. Oh, wait a minute. Unfold this thing. $48. $52. 60 meg in there. 53 potentially. Freaking telling me I need to put like the Bastion on there or something just to get that 1 point. I just need a +1. Don't need that. Okay, let's try another. 54, 50. Nope. Yeah, the other stock also doesn't help. Doesn't matter if I fold it or not, it keeps giving me 55. Let's rebuild it. That stupid magazine, of course. Okay, let's see. Okay, put that one on, it's +7. These two, it does not matter, it's +10. That's gonna give me 1 if I need it. And it's 1 set B11 because if you use the other one you get more 1 point more. So stupid. This doesn't do anything, it evens worse. It gives you minus. So we'll definitely not put that on. We do need. It's only killing the stupid thing. plus 7 is 51. This thing is playing around now, it gives me 51. Oh yeah, okay, okay. No, now it gives me 56. So what do we need? The B11 and the VPG then, probably. Don't think I have those sitting. Because this one doesn't give me good enough. Okay, B11 handguard. Who's giving that? Skier? Thank you. And what do you have as foregrip? Who has the VPG? Mechanic? It trades to B11 as well, if you Peacekeeper, you have the VPG. Somebody has a VPG. There he is. $31. Got it. Okay, let's see. What? That's fine. That's fine. Now he gives 54. What? This guy's freaking killing me here with this. Oh yeah, okay. This thing. Where's my tuck? $56. Right? 500, 440 something. This should do, I think. Okay, edit preset. 56, 500, 101, 323. Fine. So the only thing we need to do is fold the stock, and then he should take it. But I am gonna save it as Gunsmith Part 2. So what do? We bought a 60 mech for 24,000, and then we bought the B11 handguard, which he specifically required, for 7,000. So it's about 30,000, and the VPG for $31 with Peacekeepers. And I had the AK-12 regular pistol grip sitting in, which gave me 2 more ergonomics, because otherwise it was too low. It was 54 or 55. We'll see if he takes it or not. So what I'm gonna do is fold this to make it 6 cells. That's the maximum. Let's see if he is agreeing with us or not. He is agreeing with us. We can turn it in. So we bought 24,060 mech, which you can craft if you have workbench number 2 or level 2. But you need to fold the stock, otherwise you will not take it. It needs to be 6 cells. If you unfold it, it's 8 cells. Complete. And that also gives us 6,000 XP, I think it was. So if we go out and back in, we are level 12, and that means that he will give us more parts. Farming part number 1. We need to fix the control boards. We need to go again in factory. So we have to go visit factory. And we also get signal part number 1. He wants us to find 2 satellite dishes. That's on shoreline. I think the first one is on the weather station, and the second one on top of the resort, on the roof. You just need to find them, so you just need to run by there, at least for this part, and then afterwards you have to go back to it to jam the signal or something. And we also have Gunsmith part number 3 now. And now he wants us to modify an MP5 to comply with the required specifications. And the specifications are 50 round extended mag. It needs a silencer. It needs a tactical flashlight. The sighting range should be more than 200 meters. Ergonomics above 45. Recoil some less than 250. It says some because you have vertical and horizontal recoil. You need to add those two together. It needs to be less than 250 and a maximum weight of 3.8 kilogram. So we need to find ourselves a MP5. And the reward is 500 euros and 8,000 XP for that one. For 8 of these brown knives, you can get an MP5 from Peacekeeper, but I don't know if it's a good one. Let me have a look. MP5 upper, not specifically. I think you want the SD, which nobody sells probably. So we're gonna need to get our hands on an MP5 SD. Potentially could buy it and then modify it, but we have some work with this one. It needs a 50 mag, which gonna kill the ergonomics drastically. So we need some specific parts to be able to make that work. So this is one we're gonna wait a bit with, I guess. Unless I can use this one. But I don't think it considered. No. He does sell some stuff for it. Is it him or Skier? One of the two does sell some stuff for it, which you need though. Let me see if I can find it. It might be level 2. MP5 cocking handle, not what we need. It might be at level 2. That's possible. Which means we need to spend some money with him. Let's see what he sells here. There is a reason they are selling these things that they are selling. Most of those reasons, like this. Yeah, it needed a flashlight or something. In the first Gunsmith part you needed a laser. You can just buy that from Skier. Tactical blue laser here. Now for Gunsmith part number 2, for 6,000 rubles, you can buy the B11 handguard from Skier, or you can go to a mechanic and trade it for a green battery and 2 D batteries or something. So always check weapons mechanic. Like here, custom plastic MP 133 4 stock. He trades it for a hard disk. You need that for gunsmith part number 1, because if you find one of those shotguns with one of those wooden things, it doesn't work. Because you need to put that flashlight on there, and you cannot put anything on that wooden 4 stock, so you need that plastic one. He's not selling much though. MK12 low profile gas block. He's selling the low grab that you can put on this ADAR if you want. Cold flash. No, I think it's Peacekeeper level 2. I'm just checking what you can get as a new player, right? Because I can get whatever I want on the market now, since we are over level 10. The only problem is we need an MP5. And I don't think they're that... let's see. You need this MP5 SD upper receiver, probably. That's 27,000. The SD tri-rail ring mount you probably need, which is locked. But this is item is available at loyalty level 2 from Peacekeeper, as I thought. I'm not sure if you need a silencer. Also loyalty level 2 for Peacekeeper. And does he sell the drums? No. The tri-rail handguard. You could maybe try get away with some other part. Don't just MP5 SD polymer handguard. That's probably also something you need. You need 2 of those SD parts to make it work, I think. But yeah. There is a reason why these things are so expensive. Because people know that new players are doing these gunsmith parts. That's why these prices are so high. And they also know they can't get it. This is also locked behind Peacekeeper level 2. And Peacekeeper is one of the hardest to get up. Because you don't get quests from him unless you have finished Friends of the West from Skier. So we definitely need this. But you need to look at it also from a rewards perspective. This gives 500 euros, which is about 75,000 rubles, I guess. So yeah, if you need to spend 10 or 20,000 on it, you get it back, and it gives you lots of XP. And these first ones are not that important, but when you get like 5, 6, 8, and 9, I think it is, something like that, you get bitcoins from him, which are worth 650,000. He gives 6 bitcoins before you are even on gunsmith part number 10. Afterwards, it's not that important. Then you get just some XP and some money. And then when you finished all of them, there are 16 parts. I believe you get a weapon case or something. Okay, talking of rewards, let's have a look. He gives you an AKS 74U and 60,000 rubles. So yeah, like in this case, I bought the foregrip and I bought the 60 round mag. Costed me 30,000. I get 60,000 for it. Get it back. So I actually made profit from this gunsmith part. Plus also I leveled up because I got 6,000 XP from it as well. This AKS-74U. And that's the other thing. He basically gives you back the gun that you just turned into him. So you can sell the gun. Of course it does not give you the B11 and stuff like that back, but it does give you the... Where did you put it now again? Here. BP. And the parts that you picked up there, because I changed the handguard, so and also the pistol grip. I changed to the AK-12 Jaeger or something, which gave me 2 ergonomics more. You can just check on the wiki and just whatever they put up there, you can just copy that, but that's not the idea of the gun part thing. The idea of the gunsmith is obviously that you get familiar with the modding of weapons, and that you try to figure out whatever you want, that you make the numbers what they should be. So if he's talking about slots like 6 slots or 4 slots or something, then usually you need a folded stock. And then you need to play around with some grips, pistol grips, foregrips. Sometimes he needs a flashlight or he wants a laser. Sometimes he wants a certain range, which means you're gonna have to change the dust cover here. Make it a mount so that you can put a scope on it. And then, yeah, once you put a scope on it, you have 1001 thing. Like this RP1 charge gives you 1 ergonomic, always, when you put it in there. Now, this time I didn't even need to put it in there, because I didn't need it. But this is also something, I think you can get this like level 1 from Skier or Peacekeeper, I think. Always check for these things. So it's better that you play around a bit with these things yourself to see if you can make the numbers what he wants. Once you have your workbench unlocked in the hideout, you have this weapon modding available, which you just do right click. Don't click on modding, but click on edit preset. And then you can get stuff going with whatever it is that you want. Or whatever it is that you have found, I think, because it doesn't show like here. Before it didn't even show me the 60 round mag, but now that I examined it, now it recognizes it as one of the options. So I can put the 6L31, which is the 60 round mag, in. The 6L20 is a orange 30 mag. The 6L23 is the yeah, rubbish grey 30 round mag. This is a 75 round, I think. But yeah, if you put in something like this, totally kills your you lose 21. Well, it's not even that much actually, because if you put the 60 round mag in, you lose 8 ergonomics. But compared to the 30 round mag, you lose 21 ergonomics just by putting in that big ass 75 rounder here. So yeah, you can sort of like, of course, this is like the 10 round. Yeah, then your ergonomics go to 60. But in this case, he wanted a 60 round mag, so I had to put it in, and then you need to play around with the grips. But I had this Ishmael AK-12 regular pistol grip in there, and that gave me 2 ergonomic points more compared to the one that you had on it. So you play around with these things, and then vertical recoil, horizontal. You need to add those 2 together. That is your recoil sum. Yes, please. And in this case, I don't even want that AK. So what I do now is go to mechanic. Get 14,000 for it. You have a few more rubles for these. So 15,000 you get back. So I got 60,000 from the part itself. 15,000 from the guns that I don't need, that he gives you. So it's a 75,000 bonus in a way. And the only thing I spent on it was 31,000. But that is why I'm keeping these things here. Like here I could also put this muzzle brake on it. But that actually brought the ergonomics down 2 points. But this is a better one than what was on there. But I didn't need it, so. And the same with these stocks and silencers that I have sitting here. Later on, might need them for one of the upcoming quests. If you find things like that, I always keep them. Then you don't need to buy them. But there are a few which are going to be a bit more trickier though, because just the weapons, to get them you need to go flea market, and there might be 500,000-600,000. But even that, it all depends on when you are in the wipe. Because some people have passed that thing now, that means that the price comes down. If everybody is at the same time doing these gunsmiths in early wipe or so, yeah, then the prices for these specific parts are pretty high, because that's where the experience comes in, I guess. The experienced players know these things, and they put these parts up the market very high in price. And there's nothing you can do about it, because you can't buy it from your traders, because your traders are not high loyalty level enough. Which means you have to deal with what the other players are offering you on the market if you want to get that gunsmith done immediately. You can just let it sit there till you have enough money. But yeah, as you could see, I finished gunsmith part number 2, and it unlocked some other stuff, because it gives you the XP. These, like this as well, give you 8,000 XP. So I don't know what we need for the next level, but 16,000. Yeah, if you do 2 of those quests, you are 1 level higher. And the same goes with all these things here. These help you more with bonuses and such, right? Like here, having the nutrition, energy regeneration is 6 EP per hour, which means you do not need to drink that much or eat that much in the raid. Because that was a bit of a problem in the beginning there. Like, we run from one side of woods to the other, and we were out of energy, which means you need to buy food and stuff like that. Also, your money goes there in the beginning as a new player. All things you have to learn when it comes to this. A bit more what it is, but now it goes up while you're in the menu. You can see it. You have a regeneration going on. That comes from the nutrition station. That's that bonus that is active now. As long as you're messing in your stash and so, your generation goes up again, so you don't always have to eat. Especially now, we were doing some gunsmiths trying to figure it out. Yeah, then you are 100 here. No doubt about it. And meanwhile, what also happened is, if I now go back to the raid, 20 minutes have passed because we were dealing with those gunsmith parts. You have a scav available again. You can try to make some money from that if you want. But for today, I think I'm going to keep it at this. Money-wise, we're going slowly up. That's fine. You can concentrate on purely looting and selling everything on the flea market to make money. I can sell everything that I have sitting in here. That's not a problem, eh? Let's have a see. The total cost of all items in the stash is 9.6 million. If I sell everything, then I am where I need to be, but that is stupid, because then you are on the next quest or on your next hideout upgrade and you need stuff, and then you're gonna have to buy it on the flea market, and then you're gonna need a lot of money while you have it all sitting here in all these rigs and all that kind of stuff. Now I can imagine if you have standard edition of the game that it might be a bit different, because then you have 400 slots less. And is that EOD edition worth it? Yeah, definitely, already for that. But that is if you're gonna play a lot. If you're just gonna play this game casual, you can just get away with standard edition. Because yeah, it goes from right to left, it's 10 slots. And if you have standard, it goes down 28. So that's 280. If you have Edge of Darkness, it goes down 68, which is 680, obviously. So that's 400 little of these little slots that you have in your stash, more than on the... but yeah, it's a lot of money, of course, for the Edge of Darkness edition. It's 110, I think, plus taxes. The taxes depending on where you live and how you pay, more or less. If you play, like in my case, if I paid with direct banking, then it was the Belgian tax, which is like 21%. So then it came down to 135. If I would have paid with PayPal, which is, I don't know, main office somewhere in Canada or so, then I needed to pay those taxes, and then it came down to 149. So I just paid with direct banking and I paid 135. But the standard edition is only 35 plus tax. So yeah, that's probably going to be around 50 then. But if you want to have some space and you want to play around a bit with that, then obviously, like I like it, just a bit of shooting, a bit of looting. You do all these quests, you arrange your hideout. The combination of it all, that's what I really enjoy about this game. And we're not in a rush to do anything. You can play this game at your own pace, as slow or as fast as you want. You don't want to do quests, fine. Just go out and shoot whatever you like. If you don't want to do your hideout, which some people don't ever touch that hideout, that's fine. But if you combine it all, makes the game easier. And you learn more, and the more experience you have in this game, the more knowledge, the easier it gets. Nevertheless, it will always be a tough game, and you're always gonna die. But that is something we already established in episode number 1, right? I immediately told you, you just have to embrace the fact you're gonna die a lot in this game. That is just, no matter how good you are gonna die. But if you dig a bit into it, in the wiki and all that kind of stuff, then you already know more or less what you have to look out for. Then you can save all these things for later on, like all these wires and so. It might be something stupid, but let's see what they're worth here. Here. You need like 15 for this station, 10 for that station. That's 75,000 for 10 wires. And you have some other stuff. Yeah, the intel here. You need one intel, I think, or maybe 2, to start your intelligence center in your hideout. 330,000 ruble if you need to buy it on the flea market. And that is if you can get your hands on it, because you're probably gonna have to pick one of these here, which is 350,000. Fuel conditioners, not sure, they're probably not that, yeah, well, yeah, but it's always like, you know, 20, 30, 40,000 for like the, let's say, more common items. And then you have the, you need fuel for your generator, yeah, you need to buy it. And now it came down in price because they stopped the fuel shortage. From time to time they drop in some stuff like a fuel shortage, then you don't find any fuel anywhere. Then you either have to craft it, you need to do barter trades with one of your traders, or you get it from these people that had put it on the market for 600,000 or 700,000. Was not that was the case 2 weeks ago. But now there's probably back fuel on the market, so the price has collapsed now. Yeah, Labs key card, another one of those. Huh? $350,000. I'm not sure what this guy has been doing. I think he forgot the zero or something. He put it up for 38,000, or he has no idea what he has. It's crazy, eh? 400,000, and this is just an X6 card to get to the Labs map, eh? Which is one of those maps if you have bad luck. Although they have been cleaning it out as much as they can. But if you have bad luck, you might run into some cheater who shoots you through the wall from the other side of the map. You don't even hear or see him, so that costs you 400,000 just to get in there. Because that map comes with an entry card, sort of. So yeah, if you find these things, that's why I found it on a scav or something. It's not like I ran out to the extraction, but from the moment I found that card, you play a bit more safely, stay on the side of the map or so, and try to get out as safe as possible, let's put it that way. Because yeah, if you have to buy it, it's 380,000. And yeah, willing or not, if you want to get the Kappa container, you're gonna have to go Labs. You cannot go without it, because... And this is not the only one, eh? There are green key card, red key card, black key card, yellow. There are doors which you have to open inside as well. All of those, yeah. One is a bit, let's see. Key cards. Let's have a look. The blue key card is at the moment about 25 million. The black one is 5.6 million. The yellow is more common to find, I guess. I will examine them now while I'm here, so that in case I find them, that I don't have to do that. Violet is 8 million at the moment. And then this one is now the ridiculous price of 80 million. So yeah, and you can find these things on the map if you're really lucky. Not on a scav probably. That's why you need those keys for things like resort or marked rooms on reserve or something like that. And just the access key card to get into the map is going slightly towards 400,000. It was about 200,000 a week ago. Every key card is now a ridiculous amount of price. And eventually, once you have your hideout, what is the graphics card going for lately? Probably over 1 million by now. 1.3 million. Wonderful stuff. Because of course these things are making your Bitcoin farm go. And you need, if you want a fully operational Bitcoin farm, you need 50 of these cards. So yeah, gives you an idea what you need. So yeah, if you find some graphics card on the map, then you know what you're running around with. Let's put it this way, throw away your bulbs and so. Because bulbs you can potentially buy for 10 for 150,000 on the market if you need them. Which I potentially could do, but the only thing I bought so far is yeah, these two quest keys here. They are not that expensive, few thousand rubles, but I haven't found them yet. I need them for the quest that I have open at the moment, so yeah, then you just buy those keys. But if you have mark rooms keys, they probably also let's see. Let's see, what are the mushrooms keys? RBAM, I think. 300,000. The VO is not that much, although it's also a mushroom key. What is the other one? The ST, I think it is. That also came down in price. That was 1.5 million, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And that is because you, I believe you need one tank battery. And you can find that in that room. That's why when people are doing their quests, they need to go in that room. They need to find one. One moment or another. Bakey. Not that word. Although this is also a the marksroom skis are not that expensive at the moment. KPRL is also, that's also a good one, I think. Yeah, that's even 400,000. PS81 and PS82 are in the hermetic bunker underground. Mainly food and meds and so you find in there. And some weapon parts here and there. So you can sort of, just by the price, you can sort of figure out if it's a good key or not. Although it doesn't always tell you. What's the marksroom key in dorms? The marked key, is that the one? Yeah. That's the 314 or the marked room in dorms. 500,000. This is the key card with the blue marking. I think you can find that if you shoot Senator, which is the boss on Shoreline. He sometimes drops it, and you need it. That's one of those quests you need to get. While you need to go to labs, you need to do something in labs with that. But the fact that you can find him on the boss doesn't make it that expensive. While the others are sometimes going crazy over $1 million or something. But now we are slowly going up in money and I'm trying to find some parts, trying to find some weapons parts. So I'm doing it a bit different this time. In such a way that I am focusing on what I just did. These gunsmith parts. I know there are these bitcoins here. If you find a Tetris, for instance, put it in your safe container for sure, because you can swap this thing with mechanic for a bitcoin, and the bitcoin itself you can sell to a therapist for 600 something thousand now at the moment. It keeps going up. And if you have a Bitcoin farm with 50 graphics card in it, I think you get somewhere between 3 and 4 a day. It's 3 point something a day. So yeah, that gives you an idea. That's like 2 million a day that comes in. But you can also just say, okay, I don't do Hideout, and then you don't have to worry about getting 50 graphics card and things like that. This is all how you want to play the game. I'm just trying to get some parts, do these gunsmiths at least till. Let's check to be sure. I think it's 6, 5, 6, and 8. I think it is, but we'll see. Let's see. Force. Let's see. Rewards. No, it's not force. Six. Yeah. Gunsmith part number 6 gives you 3 bitcoins, which is basically somewhere around 2 million. And so I'm guessing that 5 will give you 1 then. Or have they changed that? I thought we were getting let's see, part 3 then. Would surprise me if that one gives it 1. Nope. Okay. I thought you get 1 first. Part number 8 gives you 2. So part number 6 gives you 3 bitcoins. Part number 8, 2. But I'm pretty sure there was one where you get 1 first. Is that 9 then? I thought it was 1, 3 and then 2. But apparently not. Or they haven't updated it. That's possible. Yeah, it doesn't mention another bitcoin. I know for a fact that I got 10 out of it. Yeah, I did part 10 and I got 6 out of it. Not now, but when I played back in December, before I reset. And I think I was on Gunsmith part 11 in total. No, it does not. It does not mention the single one. I think it's 5. I think you get 1 from 5, you get 3 from 6, and you get 2 from 8. So you get 6 in total before you do number 10. And then I think it's from Peacekeeper or from Skier. There is also one which gives you 1 or 2 bitcoins. So yeah, that's 8 on. That's about 5 million rubles you get from just finishing quests. So why not do them? But yeah, some people I don't know, don't like to do that, or they just want to shoot people or something. I don't know. This is not, in my opinion, that kind of game, you know. If you just want to sprint around and spray around, yeah, go play Warzone or something, you know. It's like, don't have to worry about bullets or anything there. Here every bullet counts because if you look at the good ones, yeah, we'll just type 7 in. Let's see what we can find there. Let's see what they are worth nowadays. Let's see, 7 and 31. That's ridiculous. 2,200 rubles for one bullet. 7 and 39. About 1,500. 7 and 37. 2,500, 2,700, 2,800. So yeah, let's say 2,700. That's for the snipers. The 37, the 39 is for 5.45, and the 31 is for the 9x19, the Victors and so. But the Victor is kind of OP at the moment. Thing has no recoil, sprays like crazy. That's why those prices go up. Like, but yes, like you're running around with a 40 or a 50 mag on about 2,000 something rubles per bullet. So yeah, you might be able to get the gun for about 100,000, but you're running around with 200,000-300,000 in ammunition. So you want to think about just spraying around from time to time. Once you have things going, yeah, there are people out there. If you play enough, it doesn't matter. There are people running around with 100 or 150 million in their account. Then it doesn't matter that you have to buy 2,000 rubles bullets. But as a new player, you cannot run around with that. First of all, you can't get your hands on it unless you have the flea market available, because none of your traders is selling them. That is the best thing you can get here from Prapor is BT here, 5.45, which is not even that great. He will sell BS and he will sell 7 and 39 when he's like level 2, level 3, or eventually the final level, which, yeah, crown level or level 4, whatever you want to call it. And the same goes for the other guys. They're selling you some weapons and weapons parts and some bullets. And then I even didn't check the AP. Yeah. Let's see what that thing is going. $338 Lapua Magnum AP. $45,000 rubles for one bullet. That's for the Mark 18. Yeah, what is it? What is it? Marksman rifle, sniper rifle, whatever you want to call it. That thing, one taps through everything. Whatever armor or you have, it doesn't matter. It just goes through. So if they hit you, you're dead, basically. But yeah, if they miss, it's a pretty expensive bullet. It's 45,000 bullet that you just missed. Just to give you an idea what's coming. Somewhere in the future in one of the episodes. So that's why we are keeping these things here and not buying all that stuff now. Can better make a habit of trying to save money from the beginning. By just, if you find the lootums, why not loot them? It's a looter-shooter survival game. It's not only about spraying around bullets or something. Anyway, we'll keep it at this for today. I'll have a look around on the hideout to see if we can do something there overnight. Let's see, not much available here. Also, this is now, of course, now that we have flea market, like, you know, you want to craft something. Oh, I'm missing one of those. Okay, just right click, filter by item. It will take you to the flea market. You can just buy it. And then you can start crafting this thing if you want. Or you can say like, nope, I don't buy anything. I'm gonna try to find all these things. For the hideout, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be found in Raid, so you can buy it on the flea market. For Quest, that's a different story. Not all of it, but I think about 80-85% of Quest items need to be found in Raid. That means either you find them in Raid and survive, or you craft these things, which these items to craft it you can buy on the flea market, but the product which you have crafted, which comes out of it tomorrow, that is also considered found in Raid. So that's why you find some of these things that you might think like, what are they doing here? But they all have a purpose, eh? Like here, for instance, that magnet here. You can craft that. You needed it to upgrade one of the other stations, for instance. If you can't find a magnet out there, then you can craft it with simply finding a hard disk. Yeah. Most computers, you find a hard disk, so that's not that hard to find if you know where the computers are. But yeah, you need a bunch of wires. You have 2 of these power cords, for instance. You can start crafting and you get 8 wires for it. Then you don't need to go look out on the map for 8 wires. Those are all possibilities. That's why you have these stations. And these are now, this is beginners, you know. Nope. Nope at work, we are a noob on this. We have security on level 2. The vents are upgrading, so that will be level 2 tomorrow. The stash is level 4 because we bought the Edge of Darkness edition. If you have the standard edition, the stash is also level 1. And you need, in total, I think, to get it to stash number 4, or level 4, I think you need 40 million rubles. So that's a lot of money. So, yeah. Is the Edge of Darkness worth it? If you intend to play the game regularly, it definitely is. If you intend to only play it casually at the weekend or whatever, yeah, and it doesn't matter, then you have time enough. But like now, I couldn't even that 60 round mag that I, for instance, bought for that Gunsmith part number 2. I can craft it, but I don't have that available at the moment. And I think it's in laboratory level 2, I think it is. So I cannot craft it at the moment, so I had to buy it to get that gunsmith part done. Another option is I can buy these 2 hoses and 2 packs of screws and 1 drill. And in 3 hours time, my laboratory will be on level 2. But we're running around, so what I usually do is I see you sort of do these things in an order. This has not any specific requirements. But if you look at some of the other stations, what is it there? Generator usually needs some other stuff. Yeah, like the generator, I can buy these parts, but will not help because you need vents on level 2. That's why I'm doing the vents now. So I'm sort of doing it in some sort of order. Med station, let's have a look. Does that need something? Yeah, this one is requires one of your skills to be level 2. Healing, yeah, if you get shot, most new players do get shot a lot. So you heal a lot as well, so not a big deal. You will have that healing by then. But you also need therapist on level 2, which means you have to upgrade her. Otherwise, you can't get any further from this. Rest space has a few requirements, I think. Yeah, it needs the generator on level 2 and it needs heating on level 2. So it's a bit of a loop thing that you go around every time. These are things you can get on the map or buy. 50,000 rubles, and endurance level 1, which you will have in no time. You start all these skills on level 0. Endurance, most people level up endurance the first, because that is by just running around. If you run around overweight, then you can upgrade your strength. But then you need to be more than 39 kilograms, I think it is. So yeah, we are now, what is it? We are now 12 kilograms here with what we have here. So let's put all the bullets in. 31, not even. 33. 33. Oh yeah, these are empty magazines. That will not help much. 34. Now it goes into yellow. Once you're into yellow, then you're overweight. Then you level up your strength. If it's a white number here, then you level up endurance. That's sort of the short version of it. If you throw grenades and things like that, that also upgrades your strength. But that is something, it will come over time. For the hideout, I'm pretty sure you need attention on level 3 at a certain moment. We just need 22 more points and then we are there. Memory, to start the library, I think you need memory level 8. But that is way later in the hideout. That is after you have done most of the stations to level 3, I think. Then you can start the library, but you need that memory skill to level 8. For questing, you need health level 4 and then level 10. But there is one quest, so you don't always want to turn in those quests immediately, because there are some of these quests. You need to see what the rewards are, because there is like one which gives you like 2 levels in health. So it is like you want to keep that before you complete it. You can turn in all the items and all that, but don't click on the complete yet till you are health level 8, and then you turn in that quest, and then it makes you jump from 8 to 10 because you can skip 2 levels. It's better to turn it in a bit later. If I turn that in, if I would have that quest now, when I turn it in, then I jump from level 3 to level 5. While you need way more XP or points later on, so you can better save it for that when you are there on that quest. Hideout management, I have level 6 now with all the stations on level 1. And crafting is pretty simple. You get 2.5 points for every time you craft 3 different items, I believe it is. So you need to rotate. Do not craft the same thing every day. And if you craft something overnight, you get, I believe, 1 point for every hour or so. So if you have like a craft which takes 8 hours, then you will get 8 points by the next day. And you need 20 points for the level or something. But that will go up. At a certain moment you need 100 points or so for a level. That's why you have all these stations. You can make all these especially now that we have flea market. Yeah, I can just like here, laboratory. Okay, let's have a look. Level 2. Yeah, you can just filter by item. It will take you to the market. That's why you have these prices so high. Like here's a guy trying to sell you a hose for 100,000 rubles. But that's why these prices, once people have all their stations upgraded, these hoses, you can probably pick them up for like 10,000 or 12,000 or something. But now there are still people out there who need it. And now they already came down, because when I played in December, these things were like 70 or 80,000. Because yeah, things like that you can find in toolboxes and so, but that is not something that you any of your dealers sell. They sell you gun and gun parts and meds and food and all that kind of stuff, but you can't find a hose anywhere. No, none of these guys is selling a hose. That's what the economy on that market does. The market is between the players. Yeah, maybe this guy, I don't know, he sells everything. Black market guy, sort of. But yeah, if it's for your hideout or so, it's like really something really specific that you need. But like, of course, yeah, like this thing, I think that's fire steel here, right? I have Dr. Lupa's beans here. You have old fire steel. There are like 2 items that you need to turn in for the last quest, but don't buy it from him because it's not found in raid. It will not count. The same for this axe probably. Yeah. But some things, like especially when it comes to hideout and so, they do not need to be found in raid. Just yeah, the examine thing is a bit annoying. Even if like now we started playing in December, messed around a bit, took a look around, tried to learn some maps and things like that. And then I reset, and when I started with these episodes. But yeah, I had most of these things examined. Now I have to redo that every single time. It's not a big deal, but it is like, yeah. It can be a big deal if you're running around on the market, on the map, and you want to pick up something. You first have to examine it, because yeah, that can get you killed. It's as simple as that. So it's better to examine this. I've done that with all the traders. We did that like in the first episode. I think that's like the episode number 1, the first half hour or so. That's what we did. We examined all these items. And every time there is a wipe, or even if you reset the account yourself, yeah, you have to do that again. That's a bit... because yeah, we have done 6 episodes now. Let's say on average, yeah, we did like a couple of long ones, 5-6 hours, but also a few short ones like this one. That's why I'm gonna keep it at this here now. Those like under 4 hours I transport to YouTube. But if they're like 5-6 hours, yeah, then we leave it at that. But it's like, so yeah, what is it, 5, 6, 20, 25 hours or so that we did so far. But yeah, in total I spent 440 hours on this account. Because I played already quite a lot from December till now. Tried to figure out all these maps and so. At least layout wise and extraction points and things like that. But I play mostly customs because that's the one that I know. Yeah, I know every room, I know every ground stash, I know all the keys and all that kind of stuff. Which is not the case on the other maps. So once we come, for instance, I know interchange, yeah, you have like, it's a shopping mall and you have in the 2 corners outside, you have the extractions. But when we come to the Rackman quests, which is mostly checking interchange, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out one by one. Really like a new player, like where are the clothing shops, I have no idea. I get freaking lost. Well, not lost, but you can just run around in the shopping center, but I don't know. There are people out there, they're like, oh yeah, that's that shop, and that's like it was like a real life shopping center, yeah. I have no idea, I just... you run through those places, I have no idea what shop I am in. But that's what you, yeah, that's where the Rackman quest comes in. He's sort of, he wants you to go find the clothing shops and then the technical shops or stuff like that. And on reserve there is like a lot of good loot, but that has a lot to do with keys and so and there is a lot of underground stuff happening. So yeah, that's even worse. When it comes to knowing that map, totally have no idea. I know it's a military base and I have been running around it a few times to check it out, but doing scav runs, there are a lot of people doing that because it has good loot and all that kind of that. Yeah, it has good loot if you have the keys. If you don't have all the keys, then it does not have loot. Then it's just like any other map. You can find whatever you want, but you find more bullets and so on the military base because yeah, it's a military base after all. That's why people they know for gun and gun parts, because yeah, that's what you can sell on the market. Those are guys, they are purely playing to make money or something with that game, which is not even the idea. You want to have some money, obviously, because you know you need weapons, you need bullets, you need magazines. But there is no point in having 100 or 200 million. You don't need it to play the game, you know. It's like, that's why I'm not too worried about it. Like the last 2 episodes, I don't think I have sold anything. Give or take a few things, because just to make some room that we can place at least something if we find something. But other than that, I have rigs sitting here. They're all sitting full with parts that I potentially might need. I have stuff for Hideout. I have stuff for upcoming quests. Those are all things like I have them sitting here. I know these quests are coming. Skier, he wants 5 of these things. Needs to be found in raid, so it needs to have that white shade mark. There's no point in buying that thing on the flea market, all of these things, because they all need to be found in raid. That's why you keep them here, and that's why, in my opinion, you need Edge of Darkness edition if you want to play it properly, because you need all that room. Where are you going to put all that stuff if you have 280 slots? Yeah, then there is only one way. That is, you go into this task, you see what it is, you do that and you finish it. That's the only way to do it. And then once you finish that, you get another one, and then then you start looking for what he wants. But then you're, now we have a lot of things sitting here when we get the quest. Yeah, like that one that I just accepted there with Mechanic earlier. He wants you to have 2 tool sets, which I have sitting here. I just traded him with a few of these things here. Barter trade with him. I have 2 tool sets here. I just go to factory and I can place them. If you get to that quest and you don't have the tool sets, yeah, then you're first going to have to look for either the tool sets, or you're going to have to look for these items so that you can get the tool set from him, barter trade. And that's the rest as well. This like these things here is for Ragman. This is for upcoming Ragman. Respirators, he needs 4. Cigarettes, I still need to find a few, because we need 5 of these, and then 5 Marlboros and 5 Wilstones. And if you have that sitting there, like we had earlier with Skier, with what was it? The supplier? No. Oh, this one here. What's on the flash drive? Yeah, he wants 2 flash drives. I had 3 sitting in my inventory. I could immediately hand them over. If you don't have these things sitting, then you have to go out, search a bunch of computers till you find 2 flash drives, or some ground stashes or so. Eventually can find it. So yeah, we immediately turned it in because we had it sitting. So that's what I'm sort of doing at the moment. That's why I'm collecting all this, and that's why I'm keeping all this. These 5 knives, upcoming Prapor quest. The Alkali, you need to upgrade one of your hideout stations. These streamer items, that's way later, at the end of all these tasks. You need to hand over for the collector all these streamers items, and there are a few more. These are the ones that we have found so far. all this stuff. You need it. You're gonna need it. You need, I don't know. I think you need like 20 of these PSUs or so to start your Bitcoin farm at the end. So if you find these things, pick them up. Once we have workbench 2 and laboratory 2 and so, we can start making some boxes. And then all these things, they go in a big box, bottom of your stash, and then you have a room to play around with. That's a bit of the problem now. Same with the medication. We need a med case, and can all go in there. Then you have a box sitting here. I think it's 4x4 or 4x5, and all that stuff is in there. And then you have a whole space here which you can fill up again. And that's why I like to keep it a bit under control. Some people hate doing all this. I don't mind. I like it organized, and I don't need to look for 1001 things, because I have them all sitting here. Like the helixes are sitting here, the relays, the bulbs. It's all sitting there, and that also means that if you turn in something, then you know exactly. Oh, I will have a gap here, and then it's fine. Anyway, we'll leave it at this. Episode number 6. Yeah, I'm not going to craft anything. We'll let the vents upgrade. We'll see what we can do tomorrow for the other things. Might just do a couple of quests tomorrow, and then at the end of the day we see what we found on the map while doing all that, and see what we can do, because at a certain moment we're going to get stuck on the workbench anyway, because we need mechanic on level 2 before we can start up the workbench level 2. Yep, we need mechanic level 2. We're gonna get stuck till we are level 20. We are gonna get stuck on this one, and this one is sort of blocking a few level 3s coming after that, so nothing that we have to worry about. We just do our thing, and we're just over level 12 now. 6 episodes into it, and they were not even that long episodes. So, although we are a noob, we will get there as long as we're a bit safe. We will have days like, what was it, episode 4, where we didn't survive too much. But that is all fine. That is also something you have to take in consideration whenever you start playing it. You're gonna die a lot. A lot of it has to do with ammunition, and so we are running out with low level gear. The people you run into have high level gear. You don't know how good or bad you are eventually, until you get acquainted with a lot of the maps, and then you sort of can fight them with similar gear. Then you can see, are we any good in this game, or do we need to play a bit more careful, or what? In the beginning, you basically and meanly trying to avoid them. Like there was that one thing where I had like a good loot around one of those raids, and then I saw that heavy geared player come out there. Yeah, just run out. I had 2 quest items. I was not that far from the extraction. I was holding 2 quest items. The cases. So it's like, if he kills you there, you have to do both of them again. So it was the better option there was to run out with both of the quest items, and you can turn in your items and finish your quest. That's way more important than trying to kill that guy with his like heavy geared helmet and level 6 armor or whatever that he was wearing. You're not gonna kill him anyway with the bullets that you have. You might hurt him a bit, and that's about it, and he will just blow your head off. And you can do all your quests again. Pick your fights. If you think you can win them, go for it. If you think you can not win, try to get the hell out of there with as least damage as possible. That's how you play the game. More or less. Especially as a new player. The end of episode number 6. That will be this one. Probably will be back tomorrow. More than likely with a longer one. Just a pure stream. That will not be a video probably. We'll do 5-6 hours. Try to get some quests done. It's only the beginning. We will get more and more quests. And we'll see how far we get in this quest chase. Because at one moment or another they will release Streets of Tarkov, and then there will probably, which is the new map, and there will probably be another wipe, and then everybody has to start all over again. But that is, yeah, that also make it fun, because that means that everybody's running around with low gear weapon. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now. Probably tomorrow we will be back. See you then.